So it's all about picking off your targets, right? Two ways of doing it. Insta burst, insta ult. Worst comes to worst, just let Fabian do the rest. What do you think about the drafts?
I wonder if Aaron, like, Wesker has been buffed, but we haven't seen a lot of Wesker play coming in from the Beatrix. So honestly, this is very interesting. I feel like if they're able to survive,
But you're holding out for hope. It's very specific what Liquid ID have to do to get over the fact that RQ are so comfortable. You see how fast they picked that Ruby? They knew what they were getting into.
Exactly, it's Keskute in action once again. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome you into game number 1 in this best of 5 series. A civil war brewing between two Indonesian teams, RQ Hoshi and TLID on the other side. For the second time of the day, we are going to be seeing the Fanny let go. Now, the big question is, do TLID really have an idea on how to stop Sutsujin right now? Because so far, it looks like he is still A-okay in his own jungle. There's been no aggression, no dive either.
Yeah, no, more than comfortable. It looks like they have a plan. Team Liquid ID actually put Aran on the Kalia while Weedy gets his signature Cho. Down bottom, a little bit of action here. Sutsujin deep behind enemy lines. Still no fights just yet breaking out, except this one. Oh my God, Sanguine Claws displacing the Usurper. Fabian on first blood.
On his signature pick as well, right? Joy second to the Suyo. It's one of his heroes that he actually, you know, in the start of the season when the Suyo and the Joy was meta, he'd actually opt for the Joy more than the Suyo. So he's already not having a good time on something of a comfort pick for him, and that's going to be a problem again, right? The Joy needs a little bit more time to get into the flow of things. Very different to maybe like a Suyo or even a Fanny right now who's already at 1-0-0 KDA. That's a slam coming through. A run on the Kalea debut pick, I believe.
That's right. He's only played 3 heroes prior to this, and now he's trying to make it work against Dyren's Hylos. Turtle already started, approaching half health mark. Oh, huge Sanguine Claws here. Down comes the Glorious Pathway. Fabian with a steal, and he gets away with it. That's a Tsunami Slam sent away. And it's going to be used to help disengage Team Liquid ID recovering.
That's huge, right? That's huge for TLID. And the idea that RQ Hoshi would have a little bit more ground in the early game, especially with the Fanny on Sutsujin, Team Liquid Indonesia are able to pick up that first neutral objective of the game. And it looks like they're not stopping there. Fabian already 1v1ing. Mr. Sutsujin there. Rince caught in a bad spot. Should still be able to get out. But going back onto the board here, it looks like there are 2 Purifies on the board for RQ Hoshi, so they have full respect. Wait a second.
Oh, they collapse on the Shiki behind that L brush, and they find Witty too. Also to Jin barely getting away. One more hit. Fabian not able to fight it, dashing through. We get that retry on, and finally Sutsujin falls. A massive trade, a win for Team Liquid ID. They're not done in mid. Dyren looking for that kill, but Dyren taking too many hits. The ghosts him.
That's a 3-4-2 trade, right? That was a 3-4-2 trade. Esl gets 2 kills, a double kill over. Man, TLID, they're picking up the tempo, they're picking up the space. What do you think happened in that team fight? Why do you think that went wrong for RRQ?
I think RRQ were on the front foot. They were pushing forward, and they weren't ready when Team Liquid ID pulled the Aikido on him. They found the joint, twisted it, and then used that force against them. It was a no-touch takedown, wherein Team Liquid ID said, hey, look, their damage sources are off of the front lines. Let's take advantage of these people overextended. And that's what allowed Team Liquid ID to trade out so good. What was it? Witty for the 3 of them.
Exactly.
What?
It's uncanny, man. You get a coin flip with Weedy sometimes, right? And in this particular game, he's been able to find these opportunities and look for these moments as well so far. But it has only been 4 minutes. Later this game goes, RRQ still have Rins on the Sicilian, so that's a saving grace for them into the later stage of the game. Meanwhile, going back to this 4th minute, we do see the Turtle already spawning into the Land of Dawn. That's a pick off.
I'm offended. Yesgil does pull the trigger on the Crimson Beacon. They find the kick. Enoch goes down behind Tier 1. Again, it's the overextension. Team Liquid ID did this last night to Onyx ID, and they're doing it to RRQ.
And remember, this is the pick-off strategy that they have, but they look like they are looking for more right now. Dyren already in the front lines. That's Sutsujin's damage.
Oh, underneath the pit. Sutsujin gets taken down. That's a no-go. One more. Dyren falls. And the Turtle taken here by Fabian.
2-0, Leo.
What? And look at this rotation. Witty with the conceal. They're going to try to find Toy. Toy hiding in the bush here. Backing off. Edok to the rescue. Oh, they're outnumbered. It's a 4v3. Oh, Witty takes too many hits. In comes Sutujin. The mercenary claims the untouchable.
And it looks like RQ are going to be able to strike back here. Witty down for 9. Aaron Shiki as well also gets taken down for the second time of this game. Again, we're seeing this toss-up with Aaron Shiki lately. Well, not lately. I think even since seasons ago.
It's been a growing habit for him to try and be a hero, try and find fights when he just isn't ready yet. All this while, though, in the lower quarter, Fabian did commit Grand Theft Origin. Oh, wait! No, not like this. No! Oh, that is a Tsunami Slam putting Edok down. They tried to save him, dying with the Glorious Pathway, but it wasn't enough. Another pick-off for Liquid.
So that is a little bit of a, a good thing, I guess, for TLID here. A little bit of a setback coming from Aaron Shiki, but he's still able to get another kill out of it. It's important to note that him on the Beatrix right now, not going for BOD straight, but he actually went for a Malefic gun instead.
We've seen him do this. Yesterday, he instead went for a Sea Halberd first. So now, again, what did we say last night? He's solving problems before being a problem himself. And he's doing that right now so that he has better range, better engagement. Aran falls. Riz gets the kill. Crimson Beacon used defensively. Goes pathway, set him down. Weedy gets taken down by Toy and RQ Hoshi. Happy with the 2 free kills.
Absolutely, but it still looks like TLID are holding on to the gold lead. You do see the snipe damage coming through from Aaron Shiki, but with only 1 item in his arsenal right now, he's not enough to actually take anyone down just yet. If we look at Toy now, already 2 items in, he's actually 1,000 gold ahead of Aaron Shiki, more or less. A Hunter Strike and the Sky Piercer. So technically, he already does have the damage to be able to have a little bit more say into these team fights, a little bit more impact in these team fights. And you can see both of these teams corralling once again for the next neutral objective.
It's the last turtle spawning in the lower quarter. Big chubby wave left in by the Kingdom. Does get a passive push up top. Sutujin now has a Malefic Roar. So we're seeing how the Kingdom will make the most of that power spike. Again, you have a Hunter Strike and a Sky Piercer on Toy. You want to put him in the front line. That's why he's here, but I'm scared for him for Witty. Oh, Witty does find the angle. Wrong direction kick. Down he goes. Sutujin gets the kill. Oh, but Fabian had eyes on the turtle. That's all he wanted. Dairen gets blasted by the untouchable Eroshiki there. Scoring 1, serving it up to someone else from Liquid. And currently, again, Liquid are making the most of these engagements. They get the turtle, they get a trade.
So in the end, it is still in favor of TLID, right?
That's true.
And it's unfortunate because coming into that, RQ went full force in knowing that Sutujin is so far behind on Fabian right now. Look at the differences in EXP. Sutujin level 11. We see Fabian at 13.
Almost 2,000 gold.
Exactly. 1,400 gold ahead for Fabian. And you can see the items already built in for him. You have the Starlium Scythe as well as the Holy Crystal straight in.
Dear God, he skipped an item. You usually go HC third. But here he's like, I'm going for the throat, man. We're very early ahead of RRQ. Let's do it now. Toy gets caught out. How does that happen? Sutujin to the rescue. Oh, he does try to burst Witty, but on camera, Fabian does get a kill. We barely caught a glimpse of his takedown on Edo. What is happening to the Kingdom?
They're crumbling down right now. That's what's happening here, Leo. 8 minutes in, TLID, 2,500 gold lead. And for some reason, they're always able to make these trades worthwhile. Taking down Toy is going to be amazing in the later stage of the game, but they do still have to address either one. They take this game down as fast as possible, or they have to consider taking down Rins.
Oh, in the middle of it all, pinned down underneath the fire of Aaron Shiki, and Witty does get punished for it, as well as Aran. So that is a negative trade for Team Liquid. Oh, the snipe from Shiki downtown. Sutujin falls. What was that?
2 for 2, and that's super worth it for TLID.
Now it's a winning trade. Look at the
Fabian?
back line. He's not done. Goes for the electrifying beast. Looks for Toy. Finds him. The usurper gets another. While Aaron Shiki and the rest of Liquid push.
TLID woke up today and chose violence with so much doubt corralling around this team right now. Look at what they've been able to do in this game. A 3,600 gold lead. They're holding every single lane dominance right now. And it looks like that's going to be a free Lord given over to TLID in the 10th minute of the game.
Oh my God, 3 for 3 on the Turtles, winning trades up to this point. look at the entrance on Aran. He's fearless. He's willing to give himself up for the greater good.
That's what is needed, right? I mean, coming into this, everyone thought that, okay, Aran only being able... Oh, let's see the snipe. Boom! Now you see him, now you don't. Feels bad. We haven't seen a Beatrix in quite some time. We see it now more so, but we're always just... Those shots just come in so unexpected, and it's so unfortunate for the opposite end of the coin.
Oh, one more. They catch Edok, hit him with that tsunami slam while the rest of Liquid push in. Lord wailing away at this tier 2 in mid. Down bottom, Fabian's working on that tier 2 as well. And the map is looking red. Whoa! Fabian gets away with a third of his health.
Oh, that was so close. Divine Glaive now, by the way, in the hands of Fabian right now. KDA-wise, 614, still leading, I think. Okay, I can't say right now, it's blacked out, but he is still leading in terms of gold. And it makes me think that everything has been just mind games for TLID, right? We think Aran can only perform in the Hilda, but look at him on the Kalea too.
Oh, coming in, gets punished by the damage profile Team Liquid ID's playing with. Sutsujin and Dyron get blasted just by merely stepping in. Team Liquid ID, what are you made of?
They're going to be able to pick up this turret as well in the top lane. They're taking every single tier 2 turrets. None for RRQ Hoshi. And Sutsujin has not been able to be given the space to show his Fanny off. 4-4-1 KDA.
This is one way to stop a Fanny. Just blasted the Kingdom Come. Now the jump in. Aran looking for Tsunami Slam. Purified out. Does get punished. Toy gets a kill, but goes bye-bye. That tier 3 in mid.
Okay, they're not going to commit onto that. So Aran went a little bit too deep there, but they were still able to trade it for an inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Understandably so, it's not the best inhibitor you would want to be able to take. I would reckon with the Lord already spawning like 46 seconds on the top side, you'd want to have the, you know, the bottom tier turret, I think, in order to be able to utilize that in the Lord dance. So it's not as bad for RRQ, and they can still come back.
Yep, you're counting blessings here for RRQ. The Kingdom are in dire straits. I'd say the worst shape they've ever been in all of Mobile Masters, and of all the teams that do this to them, 8,000 ahead, the Cavalry are charging forth, and now Fabian is doing what we mentioned he should. Take control of the long lane. He's taking care of that wave, making it good and chubby, so that RRQ have no choice but to take care of it and give up the Lord.
Hey, Leo, this is revenge, right? RRQ Hoshi completely obliterated them back in MPLID's Season 15, and TLID's not having it, right? Imagine a 9-minute game being taken from you as someone who won against you in the grand finals of the opposite season.
Witty catches Sutsujin, does spend the flicker, but it was like nothing. Hit him with the Way the Dragon and kaput! Sent him to another dimension.
That's GG, right? That's a free Lord given over to TLID, the second, I believe, Lord of the game. How does he find these picks? Where did that information come from?
Witty's always been good on the show. Witty has always had amazing instincts, high game IQ. Great in history, too, if you'll ask him about his high school days.
Yeah.
But again, Liquid are just able to find this state of mind, a state of flow, unlike any other team in Indonesia found before. So that is the wrath that RQ are facing right now. Sure, you have a system, sure you have the prep, but in the face of Team Liquid, who have found a mid-game awakening, this is a Liquid Stampede like we've never seen before.
And it's going to be so difficult to get into the backline, right? Because even if Sutsujin dives back, Wind of Nature already secured by Aaron Shiki, plus a has claws. So he should be able to stay in these team fights a little bit longer with that.
Oh, Glorious Pathway set in by Dyron. Trying to slow down Liquid's charge. Very low. Aran is the kick. Displacing Dyron, blasts him. Aaron Shiki gets one. And they continue the siege. That bottom lane tier 3 falls, and all that's left is his top lane, RRQ's last bastion.
Why is the damage onto Dyron so big? Who's dishing out the damage?
Shiki.
Aaron Shiki doesn't have a penetrative item. Is Dyron not building defense?
I'd reckon it was from Yehezkiel's glowing wand. Just soften him up. Just take him down.
Oh.
All right, tier 3 in jeopardy. Sutsujin barely survives. Not the story we're gonna go for Edok though, and Rins falls as well. Sutsujin falls, they're in the base. Liquid ID are looking to stampede through the prior undefeated RRQ. And he's trying his best. Dyron is trying his dark. turn this, and down goes Ara, down goes Toy, the last member of the kingdom standing. Liquid ID takes game 1.
Wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to start this best of 5 series between these two Indonesian team. There's beef, and I definitely can see that TLID are not